Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Laymen Daily Show. Hello everyone, welcome back. Bit of news today, maybe a trailer. Some other weird stuff I thought I'd throw in. The quiz game at the end, we got more of the quiz game to do. And the main story, Apple Vision Pro or something. The price. The price is crazy, okay? Now this isn't the first time that we've seen some crazy pricing from Apple. Okay, I've got a few other things to show you today, but I wanted to talk about this because will it change the future of gaming? Will it be a meme? Will it make you look dorky? Of course it will. All of that is correct. All this and more after the drop. All right. How's everyone in the chat? Everyone good? Wonderful. I've continued to play Diablo. That's all I'm pretty much doing. Just playing Diablo all the time. I'm up to World Tier 3. I'm like level 52. Definitely loving that. Now, someone's already got to level 100 and finished their game on hardcore. It's going to be something that I'll talk about later. But I don't understand how people have done that already. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it takes me so long to get to level 50, let alone level 100. When I got to level 50, someone had already got to level 100. Crazy. How's everyone in the chat? Everyone's good? Dillian. Is that how to say your name? Kind of. Holy shit. What? No fucking way. We're talking about me? Me being back? Because sometimes people are like, oh my god, he's back. Or we're talking about the product. The amount of people that still trickle in and say, oh my god, Layman's live again. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Good to see everyone here. He's back. There we go. I knew it. I knew it, folks. I knew it. Okay. Luke says, not first, but first. You're not first. Sadly, not first. Alicia Cook was first. All right. So, guys, as we know, Apple is always really good at pricing things. And they brought out a new product. Who's excited for the new product? I mean, I'm kind of a little bit excited. Not that I'm going to purchase it. The price is absolutely obscene. It's fucking ridiculous. But here it is.
Introducing Apple Vision Pro. Vision Pro is a new kind of computer that augments reality by seamlessly blending the real world with the digital world. It's the first Apple product you look through and not at. Vision Pro feels familiar, yet it's entirely new. You can see, hear, and interact with digital content.
This dog's just like, what the fuck is going on? What happened to my owner? What's he wearing?
Control Vision Pro using the most natural and intuitive tools, your eyes, hands, and voice. With Vision Pro...
Yeah, I've used VR before, and I'm just like... Bad joke? And throw it in.
You're no longer limited by a display. Your surroundings become an infinite canvas. Use your apps anywhere and make them any size you want. Capture photos and videos and relive your most important memories in an entirely new way. Watch your movies, shows, and sports, and immerse yourself in games on a giant screen surrounded by spatial audio.
Can we just say that Samsung already kind of did this when you could put your phone in that weird holder thing that made it like a cinema? Did you guys ever have like a Samsung and you could like, you've got that little thing that you could like click into it and then you could watch it in a 60-inch, like 100-foot screen or something on the moon or in the actual cinema? Like that kind of stuff I've already seen. So that doesn't for me feel overly revolutionary.
And connect with people as if you're sharing the same space. These are just some of the ways that Vision Pro blends digital content into the space around us. So in the same way that Mac introduced us to personal computing and iPhone introduced us to mobile computing, Apple Vision Pro will introduce us to spatial computing. This marks the beginning of a journey that will bring a new dimension to powerful personal technology. There are certain products that shift the way we look at technology and the role it plays in our lives. We believe Apple Vision Pro is a revolutionary product with the performance, immersion, and capability that only Apple can deliver. Well, look, let me just play this in the background.
Firstly, it's going to be a revolutionary product, folks, for your price, okay? It's the first product ever for Apple that you'll need to start selling kidneys for such a device. Now, we have seen things that have been obscenely overpriced for Apple in the past. But again, I feel like a lot of this offering that it's talking about, we've already... I mean, look at how dorky she looks. I'm sorry. Come on. How can you have a conversation with someone when they have this on? Oh, hi, Janet, how are you? Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, how are the kids? You know, like, I'm sorry, but it's just like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's the billion-dollar question. Can you make an AR or a VR that doesn't make you look like a dork? If anyone could figure that out, they'd make billions, my friend. They'd make billions. But I think, you know, Samsung has already kind of tread this ground. Now, that was purely VR experience, right? You couldn't see through it. So this is an AR. Now, we remember, if we all do remember, that Xbox was kind of dabbling in this several years ago. They were showing products of how you could play games in a living room, and certain certain games could be playable, and the room itself would become part of the experience. So AR isn't the first thing that Apple's, you know, they're not the first ones to ever do it. But it does seem like, from my understanding, they're the first ones to really double down on it for a major company, major corporation with so much influence, try and push this thing and try and make it a reality. Now, we all know that Apple can change how people do things, right? They changed with the iPhone. The iPad was huge at the time, although tablets weren't firstly done with Apple. I mean, other companies had done the tablet before, but they made it like a thing. You know, they made the iPhone in terms of a computer in your pocket, like a real thing. They've definitely revolutionized industries time and time again. Music industry, absolutely. They changed the way that we would purchase music and listen to music, and that's in the midst of LimeWire kind of bringing the music industry to their knees. You know, so there's been multiple times I've done this, but the price, $34.99 US. Now that's going to be in Australian dollars like $40,000. No, it's probably going to be like what, $6,000, $5,500. That's how much this thing's going to cost. And yes, you can look at your computer and it connects and stuff, and maybe it will become very much like a computer you can use with multiple displays and all that kind of stuff. But man, that isn't the first time that we've seen them do crazy pricing. Do you remember when they announced the Pro stand for one of their products, and this is the audience reaction?
Well, the reference monitors that we talked about can cost tens of thousands of dollars and still not match the feature set. The Pro Display XCR will be $49.99 for the display itself. And the nano texture version will be $59.99. The VESA mount adapter will be $199, and the Pro stand $999. And like the Mac Pro, they'll all be available in the fall.
Look at him. He got a little bit. He's like, shit, they didn't like that. No one would like that. How the hell would anyone like that pricing? $999 for a goddamn stand. Not the only time too. Remember they brought out the $700 US wheels? They didn't even have stoppers on them. I mean, you couldn't even stop the damn thing. It would just move around. And of course, if people are going to do that, they're going to make sure they can try and put it on a skateboard. And this was good fun. I remember watching a few of these. I mean, you got to put them to work in some way, right? I mean, it works perfectly. He could do a kickflip. He could do a kickflip. The pricing is obscene. Now, what do you get in it, right? Yes, you get to experience movies, talk on Zoom, all that kind of stuff. You get to experience Apple products in a whole new way. You can work from your computer with multiple displays. There's all this kind of stuff, right? But $34.99. That feels like one of the most obscene prices I've seen from Apple in a long time. Like, this feels like maybe like $2.5 US, 2,000 US, something like that. But this just is like crazy, you know? But like, we've seen Apple revolutionize things time and time again. Do I think that they're going to like revolutionize the way that we play games? Like, as they showed in the clip of the actual, I'll show it to you, in the actual video itself, it does actually show a portion of you're playing games on there, right? You just have to connect a controller. Where is it? Do I think it's actually going to change the way that we play games? I think that AR is absolutely going to change the way that we play games. as I've said before, if I can find this goddamn thing, as I've said before, when we're seeing cloud streaming getting better and better, and the ability to be able to have a full experience, there it is. There it is there. To have a full experience like that. And yes, it's pricey, right? I'm not saying the price is fine. But when you're able to have such a full experience and maybe not have to purchase a TV and all that kind of stuff, and cloud streaming is going to get more and more prevalent in the industry. Imagine being able to sit anywhere on a freaking flight. Well, you probably can't do cloud streaming in flight, right? But let's just say you could have some sort of AR experience and you can play a very full experience, on the flight playing video games like this. This is absolutely going to change games if it takes off. If it takes off. And also, in terms of just sitting in a room and someone wants to watch the telly, you can put your own thing on, you can kind of play games, you can exist in the same room, very antisocially. But I think that this is just one step forward in the whole moving away from a console. Now, I understand that the console war is going to go on for another 5 to 10 years. But these things like this are going to continue to sell the idea of cloud streaming, immersive experiences without a console, being able to connect with a fast connection and being able to play all sorts of experiences, right? So although this is early days, it's still very early days for cloud, and it's still very early days for these types of experiences. This is something that I see more and more people will want to do. Now, do you want to be wearing this weird thing for like 7 hours? Maybe. I mean, I wear these for like 7 hours, 8 hours playing games, and it's just like whatever, you know? If you can see through this thing, I don't know if you're going to have the same motion sickness that a lot of people have experienced with VR. That's the thing with VR, man. Whenever I'm playing VR, like when I finished Half-Life Alyx, man, I needed to like put it down sometimes. Because I'd just be like, oh my God, I'm about to throw up. Ugh. You know, like that was a big issue with VR, and it's going to continue to be an issue until they figure something out. Until we get conditioned as the consumer. But AR is going to be an answer for that, in a way. You can still have an immersive experience, but you can still see the surroundings. You're not going to feel like the inner ear is going to get all messed up. So I think that I'm kind of excited to see what gaming looks like with AR, you know. If I walk into like JB Hi-Fi, oh, that's an Aussie thing. I don't know if you guys have JB Hi-Fi. If you guys walk into Best Buy and you have to buy a TV for $3,000, or you can purchase this and it has all the games you could ever want on it, you get so much more with this product. Again, we're not excusing the price. I think it's horrendous. There's going to be some people out there that say, you know what? Kind of worth it for me just to purchase this thing. Fuck it. I'm not going to watch a lot of telly, and I just want to be able to have a portable television, a portable experience, and a portable way to play games. Or at least a way that if I sit on my couch, I can dictate the terms of how big the screen's going to be, how dark the room is, because you can change how dark the room looks and all that kind of stuff. There's in every pixel, there's like 4 or 8 times the amount of pixels in compared to an iPhone. There's a lot of stuff there. All right, Vlad says, I'm still buying the TV. I'm still probably buying the TV too, for now. But if this becomes, or something like this, or another competitor comes out with reasonable pricing, with a similar offering in terms of quality, man, I think that's a compelling product. I really do. I really do. Most people have like a 40 or a 60-inch television. If they can actually get something that's a reasonable price and they're able to play a lot of their games on a 100-inch television or a 200-inch television, that's a kind of cool thing. I remember when I first put on the Samsung Galaxy thing and I was able to watch movies. Yes, it was a little bit pixelated, but the experience of it, like when I saw that experience, I was like, holy shit, man, that looks actually pretty incredible. To sit in like a virtual cinema and be able to watch. I remember watching Lincoln, and I watched it and I'm like, I was just like, holy shit, this is definitely going to be a part of the future if we can get it there and if it all makes sense, you know? B12 says, eyes, inner ear, muscles, and joints. When these parts send conflicting information, your brain doesn't know whether you're stationary or moving. That's right. I remember like playing Half-Life Alyx, as I said, and I just could not take it. I had to take it off ever so often. George says, I think non-tech people will latch onto AR before VR. George, I completely agree with you. I think AR may be the bridge. It may be the bridge. And it may be the experience that allow us to kind of decide. Maybe there's AR that's also going to come with a feature that completely seals itself off and then it becomes VR also, you know? That also makes sense in the future. Because, you know, VR sucks in the way that how it makes you feel. It just makes you feel crummy. It's like a bully. It just makes you feel shit, dude. All right? Her says, Sam, you're sounding like the lady from Arrested Development. Most people aren't buying $3,000 TVs. Well, you know what I'm trying to say, you know, like expensive TVs. You know what I'm trying to say. Like an expensive TV in Australia is like $2 or $3 grand. Like a basic model, like a basic 50-inch or 48-inch or something, if you want something of decent size and it's a basic one, it's like $1,200. So, I'm coming from Aussie pricing, folks. Aussie pricing. Now, of course, the meme started, and yes, I mean, we were gonna see this. Point of view, you just had a long day at work in 2035. Getting fired in 2035, and HR is about to fire you. Fantastic. Me boarding the plane. That's right. I mean, what kind of plane experiences can we have now? Don't forget the cord. Gotta have the cord. But again, that battery life and stuff, like, I think this... Although you don't, I don't know actually, I don't know if you need an internet connection to fully experience a lot of these features, right? I mean, I'm guessing you do. So if you do jump on the flight, like, surely you'll have to have the movies ready or something, or the game already on something, right? I mean, I don't know, but... Here are the deets though. AR, VR, special computing, control with eyes, hands and voice, minimalistic Apple design, freely customize your field of view, yada, 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 right? There's a lot of stuff that we can expect here. But again, I'm actually excited to see what this does for the industry, with AR industry in general, in gaming. You know, for the people that want to play Xbox Game Pass on the cloud, let's just say there's an app that comes out on the Apple Vision Pro, which probably won't happen because they're trying to sell their Apple Arcade, which isn't really happening, right? But that's an exciting idea. You pay $10 to $15 a month. You sit on your couch. You can make it as big as you want. You can play it for a bit. That offering is appealing, but the price, $34.99. Holy shit, man. That is obscene. And that's a lot of, I mean, this is going to push a lot of people away from trying this product, right? Now, I know they're going to make money, and Apple is Apple, and, like, you know, they'll sell you a pencil, like just a little, like a literal lead pencil for like $400 because it's Apple, man. It's got the Apple logo. Come on. It's only the best. But I think that the pricing, if it was around the 2000 mark, I think that the uptick of AR and it being part of like the conversation would just be so much more. And this is just begging for another company to come out with maybe not the same ecosystem as Apple, naturally, but something to learn from this, learn from the tech. Although they did do like 5,000 patents or something, but there's a lot of tech that I'm guessing is going to be borrowed from other companies, and they're going to come out with competitors. And I'm excited to see that. Understanding says, too rich for my blood. Too rich for most people's bloods, my friend. Okay. R says, Apple enslaves children. Well, that took a turn, didn't it? Yes, we've all heard those the sweatshop stories. Apple is definitely has a checkered past when it comes to making certain items. No doubt about it. Shib says, or a monitor stand for $1,000. Yeah, I covered that before. That is crazy. $1,000 for a stand? Come on, man. That reminds me of that IKEA meme that I saw where someone bought an IKEA nightstand next to their bed, and they didn't build it. They just put the box with the stand in it next to their bed. Worked perfectly. Anything in terms of just get another stand if you could. That's ridiculous. $900 or $999 for that's fucking obscene. But 15 mins max your play. I don't know what the battery's like of this actually. I wonder if it would be. Look, Apple's pretty good with their with their whole battery life and shit. So I'm guessing this is going to be at least 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, right? 4 hours isn't that long actually. 4 hours, let me tell you. All right, that's all you need. In other news, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will have a high degree of freedom when exploring outside Midgar. That's exciting because, as we all remember, it was quite contained in the way that you could experience Final Fantasy VII Remake. So to feel like this is going to be going to another level now and being able to explore, because part of Final Fantasy VII was definitely like running around the world and seeing different towns and like having a degree of freedom. And then, of course, getting a chocobo and then later getting that ship. That was all part of it, right? So that needs to be embedded into this. It's very much part of the DNA. Having said that, we did see them change the DNA of the combat, and it actually worked quite fine. So having you run around the world doesn't necessarily need to be there. But it's something that I would like to see, you know. 2 hours without tethering. Is that what it says? 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours. There we go. Really? What? Is that really the battery, or are you just making a joke? Because that sounds really quick. A bit too quick. Diablo 4, man, I've been playing so much goddamn Diablo 4. Diablo 4 has a winner in its race to world's first level 100, with hardcore falling 1 day after. Now, as I said, someone's already done this. They reached level 100 about a day or two ago, and then the day after that, they finished hardcore mode, which is you can't die. You can't die in hardcore mode, and if you do, got to start from the beginning. I think I would literally neck myself if I was like level 99 and I died. Couldn't do it. You know, couldn't, or if I was fighting Lilith or something, like just trying to finish the campaign and I died at hardcore. Nah, couldn't do it. No way. That is the worst mechanic in any game. You know what? Some people like it. Some people like that hardcore thing. Casa said, no, it's official, but it can be cabled in and work all day. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. I'm in the bathroom at work. Hey, Laymen, just got here. I'm a little late. Shame on you, man. How dare you? How dare you have a life and do other things outside the show? That's terrible, man. All right, you're out. That's all good, man. Good to see you, my friend. In other news, Microsoft has promised no full CG trailers for first-party games as its upcoming showcase. Now, this probably comes in the wake of PlayStation's previous showcase, which had a lot of CG trailers. We saw very little gameplay from a lot of actual, you know, IP that we're new to or excited for. The only one that we really saw was, of course, Spider-Man 2. Apart from that, that's kind of it. Everything else was just like hyped up CGI trailers, very minimal gameplay. We saw a bit of Snake Eater. Well, we just saw like a snippet of Snake. So in that regard, that's good. And they obviously just want to come out and say, hey guys, we know that. You didn't like that. Wait till we see what we got. I'm excited to see what this is. I don't know what they have. Hopefully they have some cool stuff. Time for Xbox to feel cool, okay? So if they come out with some cool stuff, then I'm definitely going to be all in favor of cool. We have seen, you know, with previous titles, Redfall, that they've definitely lost their cool at the moment. And this is getting streamed at 3 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Times. Now, I'm going to be streaming this if I don't sleep through my alarm. So I will be there. If you guys want to watch it with me, I'd love to have you there, folks. Love to have you there. Publisher apologizes after fans spot signs of AI generation in contract artist Duke Nukem promo illustration. So do you guys remember we covered this the other day? We were like picking apart where you could see like the hand was kind of weird, or both hands kind of just didn't really make sense in where they were. And some people saw it was AI, man. And they came out and said, soz. Fair enough. Look, these things happen. They said that they've immediately now come back and they're going to recontract someone. They're going to make a new art for it. Look, it happens. As I said before, it's going to happen more and more. AI is going to be very much part of, it's especially smaller indie dev stuff. But like Duke Nukem, come on, it feels big enough to not have to have AI, right? Look, very sad. But I'm excited to see the other AAA or some sort of big title try and use AI, and we got to pick it out. Remember how we used to do the AI game? No. What we do now is we play the AAA AI game. Certain companies come out with art, and we got to figure out if it's AI or not. That game's coming soon. I know it is. B Vargas says that's naughty. They're already taking shortcuts. Well, yeah, it was a bit sad, wasn't it, when they did that? I think a lot of people didn't love that, and I think this is going to be a good little precedent to set for other companies that are going to be thinking, hey, let's just use AI, fuck it. No, they won't want to do that now. The FTC has fined Microsoft $20 million for illegally collecting children's personal info on Xbox. Microsoft has agreed to pay the US Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, $20 million for illegally collecting personal information from children on Xbox consoles without their parents' consent. I see. Okay. That is quite strange. I wonder if there's, a few parks out there that, apparently priests, they prefer to play on Xbox. Did you know that? Interesting stuff. What the hell is actually going on here? This is so like, this reminds me of when the, well, you know that guy that like lost heaps of weight when he was playing World of Warcraft and would have to walk on a treadmill, right? He would have to continuously walk on a treadmill or on a bike for the power to go through World of Warcraft for him to play. This kind of reminds me of this. This is what I need to do. I need to start walking while playing Diablo, okay? I'm not as thick as I used to be, but I'm still thick. KO!
Just gotta keep walking forward, man.
I still haven't actually played, Street Fighter 6, man. I've got to actually purchase that. But like, all I'm doing is playing Diablo at the moment. All I'm doing at the moment is playing Diablo, man. I just can't put it down. It's very sad. In other Xbox news, Bill Gates says he's a gamer now. Calls them a terrific metaphor for human connection. That's when you know you're a gamer, when you're calling it a terrific metaphor for human connection. Guys, it was fun while it lasted. Gaming is no longer cool. Bill Gates is now playing games. Okay? The games he's playing is like bridge and stuff online. So I don't know if we'll... You know what? If you want to play bridge online and you want to call yourself a gamer, that's cool. Who am I to say that you're not a gamer? You do you. But Bill Gates now is officially a gamer. He's part of the tribe, folks. Okay? Very cool. Very cool. You know. Bill Gates is like the pinnacle of cool. You've seen him dancing on that Windows 7 event or something. I mean, it doesn't look dorky at all. No way. Cooper, hit that like button. That's right. Good man. That's exactly right. Hit that like button, guys. But what else? Oh, that's right. PC Game Show just counted up the world premieres we'll have in the PC Game Show just next Sunday. 20 never before seen games in the broadcast, which is the most we've ever featured in the show. Now, I feel like PC Game Show goes for like freaking 3 hours. And the problem with the PC Game Show is it's like pretty much straight after the Xbox Showcase. So if I'm going to be doing all these streams, I'm going to be starting at 3, finishing at 6 for the Xbox and Starfield Showcase, then going from the PC Game Show. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I might be so zombie tired that I'm just like, sorry folks, I need to go. I might just need to like literally fall asleep on chat and leave it open for you guys so you can continue watching it. But on those streams, man, it's going to be pretty bad. Going to be pretty bad. I'm excited to see here what they show. PC Game Show, of course, is, you know, it's not tethered to any console, so a lot of stuff a lot of third-party stuff is going to be seen here. A lot of cool stuff. I'm expecting a few indie stuff too, of course. It's going to fatten out the show. We're going to see a lot of different types of content and IP that we've never seen before, and also stuff that we have seen. It's going to be like an amalgamation of all sorts of stuff, right? So that's going to be like probably like a fucking 3-hour show. Because that's what it usually is from what I've seen previously. So I'm not looking forward to covering 5 hours of streaming stuff. Only because I love hanging with you guys. Only because I'm going to be up at 2 a.m. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Now, did you guys see this? So, where is it? Asmongold. Yeah, look at this, right? So Twitch came out. I'm on Twitch, by the way, right now. And any sort of burnt-in ads, any sort of burnt-in promotion, and any sort of logos can't be more than 3% of the entire screen, right? There's this new thing that they brought out, and this is what Asmongold have to say about it, because he, of course, is on Twitch a lot. And this is what's going to happen if they continue with this bullshit on Twitch. Twitch, if you're listening, this is shit.
I think that if this deal goes through, obviously they have until July 1st to start enforcing it. I will actively start looking for a non-exclusive deal on another platform. I think every single other person who's a streamer should do the exact same thing I am. There is no reason for Twitch to do this other than to monetize, monopolize, and take advantage of smaller streamers. And keep in mind, this is all streamers. This is fucking somebody like me over, and it's fucking over the 300 viewer Andy that you watch for your own niche game at night. This is fucking everybody over in a way that does not need to happen. So yes, I will move to another platform if this goes through. I will.
That's pretty much it. So look, on-stream logos are limited to 3% of the screen size. Burned-in videos are not allowed. Burned-in display ads are not allowed. Burned-in audio ads are not allowed. In an ecosystem where so many small streamers are trying to just freaking make it, they're trying to make some revenue, they're trying to continue for it to financially make sense for them to put so much effort into it, for Twitch to be such a dominant platform, and then Kick to be nipping at their heels. This is mind-boggling to me that they would be doing such a thing like this. And as I said, there are a lot of streamers out there that only have like 10 or 20 people watching at a time or whatever. And I'm not a big streamer. I'm not. I'm kind of in the mid. I'm not even mid. I'm like smallish, And for these smaller streamers especially, man, this sucks for them. Twitch is kind of killing itself in a lot of ways. Kick is the result of a lot of disgruntled people on Twitch. And I think that if they continue to do this nonsense, then they're going to surely find themselves minimizing the amount of market share they have. Now, they have come out since and apologized. It did come out and say, you know what? Our bad, guys. We kind of messed up here. Today's branded content policy update was overly broad. This created confusion and frustration. We apologize for that. We do not intend to limit streamers' ability to enter into direct relationships with sponsors. And we understand that this is an important part of how streamers earn revenue. Oh, they want to try and rewrite it or something. I feel like this is kind of nonsense. I feel like they actually just saw so many people that are big streamers be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out. And Twitch was like, whoa, let's just, calm down, partner. And that's what they probably needed to do. I think that if no one made any, if no one really made any vocal loud cries about this, then I think that this kind of would have continued on July 1st. But again, I mean, I've been on Twitch, like I've seen on people on Twitch, and I've seen them like, they have like 10 people watching, 12 people watching, or whatever, or even 20 or 30 people watching. They're trying to build their brand, and anything that allows them to do that outside of Twitch's revenue stream, I think that's fine. It doesn't actually hurt Twitch. If anything, it keeps that streamer on for longer. It keeps them offering a service to Twitch, and that service they're offering is people jump on Twitch and they get to follow people play Diablo or Overwatch or whatever. Like, it's just madness. Honestly, madness. Smokey says they're imploding. I would actually not fully agree that they're imploding, but I would definitely say that they are far less. They're far less on the side of gamers than they were 10 years ago, for instance. Like, Twitch kind of felt, I know there's been a lot of problems with Twitch over the years, right? With kind of content and what you can show, what you can't show, and there's certain rules that people feel like are unfair compared to certain other streamers, and now this nonsense. But like, slowly but surely, I feel like Twitch has definitely just kind of hurt itself. And I might get an email after this saying you've been suspended from Twitch for talking badly about them. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Sutness says streamer income should be capped and the rest should be donated to housing and rehab. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. The amount of streamers out there just trying to make $1. And you know what? If there's some big streamers and they're offering a really good product and a lot of people want to watch, then they should be rewarded for that. What those streamers should do is once they get bigger and they feel like there is some sort of social responsibility to, do the right thing and project the right image, which is important when you become a very large streamer. I think then maybe the owner should be on the streamer to donate a little bit or do something good for the community. That's where I would partially agree with that. Nicholas says Twitch is on its way out anyways. It's run by people who are out of touch. They're slowly pushing top streamers away. I would agree with that. I think that the way that they're handling this at the moment, I mean, they're just not understanding what's at risk here. With Kick up 300% in the first 3 months. So Kick is the other platform and they're up 300%. I'm also on Kick right now. I don't know who's watching. Probably none, but YOLO. But yeah, that's the thing, right? I think that there's other big competitors that are going to get bigger and bigger and are going to continue to offer something that Twitch is just not prepared to offer because Twitch just thinks it's the big guy, whatever that even means, In other news, Capcom Showcase. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was there a Capcom Showcase last year? Is this like a new thing? I can't remember I can't remember when I used to go to E3 that we would cover Capcom Showcases. I can't really remember that, to be honest. But Capcom Showcase is on Tuesday, my time. Tuesday morning, 3 a.m. So I think that's Tuesday night or something for the US. No, Monday night for the US. You know what I'm trying to say. Tuesday, 3 a.m. is for me, and if I'm going to be covering this, I don't know, because I have to go back to work on Tuesday, all right? So it's a bit hard. See, there's a long weekend for me, luckily this weekend, so I can do a lot of this streaming over the weekend. But for Capcom, that kind of trickles into work time. It's going to be hard to do that. In other news, a Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 trailer just came out yesterday.
Hot Wheels, built to perform better and look cooler. Take racing to new heights.
Some people really liked this when this came out.
Now the fun begins.
I think this looks kind of cool. I remember the first one that came out. People, really love this. All right, you get the gist. That is Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. Looks kind of cool. And someone said, Shillup really liked Hot Wheels. He did really like Hot Wheels, actually. He did really like Hot Wheels. This dude says so hot. It certainly is a bit hot, isn't it? So look, will I play this? Probably not. But fucking, want to throw it in because it's a new trailer. And the other one got reviewed so well. So anyone that did like the first one, well, you can expect a new one coming soon. Now, Jeff Keeley said E3 killed itself, which is actually quite interesting for him to say. In an interview that he did recently on the latest episode of VGC podcast, Keeley was asked how he felt about his reputation in some corners of the internet as the E3 killer. He says, I think E3 sort of killed itself. I understand why people say that Summer Games Fest killed E3, but I think if anything, we created Summer Games Fest and I built Summer Games Fest because I saw the wheels falling off the wagon of E3. He also said, as someone who loved it, where was the interesting thing here? He also said something along the lines of they had a, where is it? Oh, there we go. It was exciting to me, and it was heartbreaking to see that start to fall apart. I think they had a relevancy problem, and then they also had a participation problem over the final years. And that's true, right? So I don't think so. That's a good question. Did Jeff Keeley kill E3? No. E3 was very much in the position to continue to be the dominant player if it revolutionized the way that we were going to experience that. How do they revolutionize that? That's a hard question. Yes, it's definitely more online content. They tried that. It's allowing people to come in and see the stalls. They tried that too, and that didn't really work. Participation over the years with E3 was dwindling. And I think that the major thing that was keeping them together was a lot of major publishers felt like, well, we've got to be there. It doesn't matter what the price. It is the mecca of gaming for a week. So I don't know what that is in terms of how do you revolutionize E3 enough back when it could to keep it relevant. It's hard to figure exactly what that is, Again, I'm just trying to think of things that you could have done. It could have been very much about trying to, I don't know. See, this is the thing. It's so fucking hard, And why is Summer Games Fest now taking up the mantle? I think it's very much, it has a place of momentum. It has certainly some momentum behind it that's pushing people to want to see what Summer Games Fest is. People respect Jeff Keeley. The ESA definitely played a role in people not loving E3 because the ESA was very much part of E3. I think that Jeff Keeley definitely is a mascot for gaming, and the way that he is kind of the good guy of gaming in a lot of ways. He has the gaming awards. He has the Summer Games Fest. He has a persona and an image in the industry that commands respect, and if he's going to put a show on, people are going to watch. And those things, I think, were part of the melting pot of what Summer Games Fest had, why Summer Games Fest had a good shot of becoming something bigger. Why E3 killed itself? It's hard to know. But we did see over the years where EA wanted to do its own thing. Nintendo wanted to do its own thing in terms of an online content. Sony bowed out for 2 years. So man, it's hard. It's hard for them, But E3 was good for 20 years or so. It absolutely was good. H3 killed E3. Yeah, that's right. It was H3. Back in the old days. Remember H3 back in the old days when it wasn't the podcast? That was good times, man. That was good times. I don't really watch the podcast. Not really my thing. Definitely Vape Nation, stuff like that. That was good times, OG H3 was good times, folks. Another news. Diablo 4 launches immediately sets new record as Blizzard Entertainment's fastest selling game of all time. Now that's pretty... I'm going to turn this aircon off. It's freaking hot in here. Now that's pretty cool, right? Now I knew this game was going to go good. Going to go well. But I didn't know it was going to be the fastest selling game of all time for Diablo, for Blizzard. It is a sensational game. It is freaking awesome. Monetization stinks, right? Yes, it's cosmetic. It's not pay to win. Like, I understand all that. But here's the thing. With Diablo, it's very much about the cosmetic experience. Most people, some people are there, of course, for the story. Some people are there for the combat. But wrapped up in all of that, Diablo is one of those games where you playing and grinding, it's building yourself up aesthetically, like cosmetically, to look cool. It's very much part of it. It's very much part of the DNA of Diablo. And for you to money, put that behind a paywall. There we go. That is disappointing. Especially, it's the coolest skins, like the ultimate skins or whatever that you can purchase for like $37 Aussie. They are by far the coolest skins in this game. It's as simple as that. They are. And it's a shame that I need to, after paying you 110 Aussie, plus $30 just to play the Super Deluxe Edition or whatever, $140. Then I need to also give you $37 for a legendary skin. Crazy. Crazy. But it's good to see that it's selling so well because I do love this game. I do love to see a healthy population, especially when I'm trying to do a world boss or something, or dungeons or whatever. I've actually made a clan. It's called PTY LTD. PTY LTD. If you want to join it, jump in, man. I'll play with you guys. Absolutely. In other news, someone made the I Am a Surgeon in PS1 graphics. Gotta watch this.
I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon! Dr. Hunt! I am a surgeon!
I thought that was so good. PS1 demakes, man, they're so much fun to watch. Bloodborne demakes, just any demake in general, especially when the trailers and stuff. Where did this meme come from? That's what I want to know. Like, where the hell did this meme even come from? Do you guys remember, like, everyone's just living pleasant lives, and then all of a sudden, we just get hit with the I'm a surgeon shit, and then it's just everywhere on Twitch, on Twitter. I just couldn't look away without looking anywhere on Twitter without seeing this goddamn thing. It was everywhere. In other news, Disney layoffs. And they've laid off 70 people, and that includes the producer who saved Toy Story 2. So Galen Sussman is known for rescuing Toy Story 2. I want to throw this in because I don't know if you guys know this story. So Toy Story 2, when it was getting made, they had a massive data error in the company. All of everything that they worked on, everything for Toy Story 2 vanished. It was all deleted. They tried everything to recover this data. They couldn't do it. They didn't know what to do. They even started talks of saying, you know what? We're going to cancel Toy Story 2. We're just not going to do it. Like, we're too far in development for us to lose all this. We just have to take the L. And then someone part of the team found on her home computer a backup. Hence why we were able to save Toy Story. I nearly said Diablo 2. We're able to save Toy Story 2. Great story. Toy Story 2, great movie. All the Toy Stories are pretty good, actually. You know how, like, as we go on with quality, they usually get shitter and shitter with, like, franchises? Back to the Future, the third one wasn't great. Number 2 was the best. Indiana Jones, haven't seen the latest one, of course, because it's not out yet, but Crystal Skull was pretty much an abomination. I'm sorry, but it was. It fucking sucked, man. The first 3 were so good. But, I mean, for them to lay her off when she saved Toy Story 2, that's sad, man. That's sad news. In other news, Transformers Rise of the Beast gets 7. This is another franchise that this is just like, ugh. The first one, it was so cool. It was so cool. Michael Bay, just like, And now they've just made, you know, movie after movie. I think Bumblebee actually was quite good. Did not review well. This is not something I'm going to see. I was like a little bit intrigued to see Prime Transformer, whatever his name is. Primal. Optimus Primal or something. But, yeah, that's a shame. Really sucks. And guys, we're going to start the quiz game soon, okay? We're going to finish up soon. The next portion of the quiz game. Always love doing it with you guys, okay? So before we finish, this guy was a Twitch streamer. Speaking of Twitch streamers today, he was streaming and he realized that he had an indent on his head while shaving from his headphones.
Dude, the shaver's working like a champ. Dude, I have like an indent right here. This is where my headphones go. I have a fucking headphone indent in my head? What the fuck? I thought that was just my hair. I thought just my hair did that. Dude,
my God. I wonder if I've got one. Maybe I do have one. I don't know. But like, I don't play games 8-10 hours a day with this on, right? So probably not. But this is evolution. We're seeing evolution at hand, guys. It's happening right now. You know, people can see that we're changing. You know those photos that we've seen on Twitter and stuff? It's like what a gamer will look like in 30 years. And it's always like this hunched over, weird looking zombie thing. That's what we're becoming. And I'm okay with that. If I get to play more Diablo 4, that's the cost I'm happy to pay. And lastly, a Chainsaw Man porn parody apparently outsold the anime in Japan. Dildo Man sold 8,600 Blu-ray copies in its first week in April, while the Chainsaw Man anime sold 1,735 copies in its first week in Feb. Guys, Rule 34. I mean, you can't fuck with Rule 34. It's just the rule. It should be Rule 1. It shouldn't be Rule 34. It is the rule to rule them all. Okay? But thought I'd throw it in. If you guys want to check that out for you know, for educational purposes, you know, just to understand the lore more of Chainsaw Man. Well, there we go. All right, guys. So are we ready for the game? Now, we did the first 10 questions the other day. We're going to do another 10 questions now. If you haven't played the game before, I'm going to play 10 pieces of music. You got to know, and let me know at the end. I want to know if you got a few right. I got like 6 right the other day. I'm ranging between the 6 and 7 getting right, which isn't great. Here we go. Okay. Who's ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, yes, I think I know what this is, yes. I was going to say Horizon Zero Dawn. No. Witcher 3. Yeah! Easy clap, folks. La 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 la. Alright. Alright, here we go. Dun, dun. I know this song. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I feel like it's on it's on Super Smash. Fuck. Ah, it is, man. I'm a silly sausage. Damn it. Okay, 1 wrong, 1 right. This feels like Mortal Kombat, but no. I know this song again. Dun, dun. God damn it. Objection. Damn it. Okay. Fake gamer exposed. Lobster, you got me. You got me. All right, this is an easy one. Guys, this is Guile theme. Okay? So, guys, if you say Guile theme, you're going to get this right, okay? Guile theme, Guile theme. See, it's, yeah. Halo. Okay, well, I didn't say it, but you know what I mean. Halo 2. Wow. Okay, 2 right, 2 wrong. Okay. Okay. I don't know what this is. This feels like something like Square Enix or something. Nah. Okay, that's a hard one, man. God, that's a hard one. 3 wrong, 2 right. Jesus. Okay. It's not looking good, folks. This is easy. Okay, everyone got it? Sonar! Sonar 5. Easy clap. Okay. Easy. Okay, I'm back to 3-3. 3-3. Okay, 3 right, 3 wrong. Cocaine, how'd you get that one? Oh man. I'm gonna say Horizon Zero Dawn. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. 3 right, 4 wrong. God damn it. Okay, come on. Okay, easy. Yep. Alright, Kingdom Hearts. Great game, Kingdom Hearts. Fuck, I love that. Such a good game. Assassin's Creed, yeah, I got that one wrong. So I was Lobster. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, okay, cool. This is easy. You guys got it? Animal Crossing! Okay. 5 right, 4 wrong. Okay, that's just last one. Tiebreaker. Ah, okay. Alright, that's easy. Minecraft. Let's do one more, okay? I want to see the tiebreaker. 5, it's 5-5 now. Oh no, it's 5-6, I won. Well, you know, I got more right than wrong. Let's do one more. Ah, of course. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. I reclaimed my throne. Final Fantasy X. Nice. Return to Anakin is the name of the track. Casual gamer, not anymore. All right, guys. I actually love playing that game with you. It's actually so much fun. It's so much fun. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We covered a lot today. Hot Wheels, news, reviews, and discussions, the quiz game, and of course, Apple stuff. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you everyone for subscribing, liking, all that kind of nonsense. And also, thank you for all the members that, of course, have become members in the last week or two. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. I'll see you actually for Friday's showcase.